I'm bringing you, and in case you missed it, this is out of Johannesburg, Glen Vista. Elie Challita was taking care of his daughter at the time. Her mother was going through mental illness, and the best place for her to be at the time was with her biological father. Nadia Jane was 4 years old and now residing with him. School had came around, and it was time for Nadia Jane to start. Elie met Amber Lee Hughes, 25 years old. She was the nursery school teacher. They started dating almost immediately. The relationship had gotten so serious that Amber moved in with a single father and his daughter. It seemed to look like a happy relationship, but we now know that things aren't always what they seem. The couple argued in person and even on text messages. They argued of infidelity for the most part. Elie was out of town now on that fateful day. He was on a job interview. Amber was home, where she was supposed to be watching over Nadia Jane. She was now arguing with Elie. She said he did not give her a goodbye kiss when he left. She texted him, quote, "You broke my heart. I am going to burn yours," end quote. Elie said he felt there was something wrong. Every time that Amber argued with him, she threatened to do something to Nadia Jane. Amber was grown and jealous of his 4-year-old daughter. She felt he spent too much time, gave her too much attention, and spent too much money on her. He continued to text Amber. She didn't respond, but read the text messages. He asked, "Was Nadia Jane okay?" Still no reply. He told her not to do anything stupid, but by now it was too late. She decided to not only SA this little 4-year-old girl, but she filled up the tub with cold water to drown her. She sat on her while she was inside the tub, making sure that she would be dead. Elie told Amber not to bombard him. Apparently, this is what triggered her. She told the courts that she was aware of what she was doing, but blamed it on her borderline personalities. She said she even tried multiple times and failed at unliving attempts after this heinous act. She also said she had suffered traumatic childhood events.
In the matter between the state and Amber Lee Hughes, my judgment reads as follows. The accused father said he tried to phone the accused, but she was not answering. Mr. Challita was also on his way home and told Mr. Fowler to break the gate. Mr. Fowler pulled the gate open with a rope tied to his car and rushed into the house. The accused was seated on the floor in front of the sofa on photo 13. Mr. Fowler saw a blanket on the sofa and thought that the deceased might be sleeping under it. He lifted it but did not see anyone. Mr. Fowler asked the accused where the deceased was, and she replied, "I drowned her in the bath, Marwan." Mr. Challita testified that the accused's last words to him was that, "You broke my heart, I'm going to burn yours." The inference is irresistible that the accused made the threat of burning Mr. Challita's heart and made good of her threat. She did this by running the bath and fill it with sufficient water to achieve her goal. This must have happened immediately after having made the threat to burn Mr. Challita's heart. Then, in respect of count 1, which is the rape of the child by placing an unknown object in her anus, I adjudicate you not guilty. However, in respect of count 2, which is the rape of the innocent child who was barely 4 years old by placing an unknown object in her vagina, I adjudicate you guilty. Similarly, in respect of count 3, which is premeditated or planned murder, I adjudicate you guilty on the basis that the murder was planned.
22, according to Google, 22.7% of the entire population on this planet have mental disorder, the disability that they are referring to. But I strongly believe that 22.7% of the world are not children and torturers and murderers.
Did you ever doubted her evidence throughout when she was testifying?
There was basically no evidence. How could you explain a child raped and murdered when there's only one person in the house and someone crying, no, I'm innocent for 2.5 years? Where's the logic in this? We are human beings, we are not animals. What differentiates us from animals is our consciousness. So we mustn't, we can't fall into those things, like I said, look, you heard for 2.5 years, she's been innocent in her and whoever's opinion. And today she signed it and she admitted it, So the same thing is going to happen about the counts of rape, in my opinion.
During the time that you knew her as your partner and with the actions of behavior, the attitude that she always shown to you because as a partner, knows a person in a particular way, have you ever thought something like this will happen, especially done by her?
No, if I thought that, I would have been the one on trial today and not her. Because my child's safety was not negotiable whatsoever. This is a person that I admit she tricked me. Very well done. I'm not an easy person to trick. She tricked me. This is one of the people, I'm sure you all know what I'm gonna talk about. We used to be driving in the car on the road and we see a roadkill, whether a cat or whatever it is. She's the person that would turn the face and cover her eyes and cry for 20 minutes and have nightmares about it. She behaved like that. And the next thing, she raped and murdered my child.